What's going on, Chosen One, man? It's your big brother Trend. You tuned in again to another exclusive divine video that's only for the chosen ones. If you're not a chosen one, what I'm going to say is going to irritate you. You're just not going to understand it. And it's just going to go over your head. You're going to be like, what is he talking about? I don't know. Okay. So if you're a real true chosen one, go ahead and get this video a thumbs up right now. Let's get the algorithm ticking. If you're a real true chosen one, just comment below, Trend, I am chosen. Or just comment below, Trend. Go ahead and talk that real stuff. Listen, so it's just been on my mind lately. I've just been thinking lately, like, man, what if chosen ones could take what you know now and just start back all over again when it comes to school? Just think about that. Think about who you have become on your journey and your path of self-development, you know, how you've healed yourself, how you've given yourself more education, you've given yourself more discipline, you've helped yourself have more patience, or I just said patience. You've helped yourself be able to get your emotions into check a little bit better than you used to could have them in check. You know how to order your thoughts now and everything. You know, and you know about energies, you know about vibrations and stuff like that. Like, just imagine if you could take everything that you know now and just start all the way back over in school. I ain't even talking about, like, not even kindergarten or nothing. I'm talking about like middle school and forward. Just think about that. Because here's the truth of the reality, man. Most of us chosen ones, if you're a true chosen one, you know what I'm talking about. But God had the chosen ones hidden for his very special purposes. All right. I'm going to say that one more time. God, going through school, going through your youth, earlier in your life, God had the chosen ones hidden for his very special purpose. And the reason why I say that is because it's like, you got to think of yourself as like a diamond, right? Like you a diamond. Now, if you was really a diamond, right, where would you be found? Think about that. Now, it's not a rocket science question. If you was really a diamond, where would you be found? You would be found in a rock, you know, in a rock, right? But it's like, why is the most shiny, most precious, you know, the most high value jewel or considered the most high value jewel inside of a rock, buried, encased in a rock that don't even look like the diamond? All right. You gotta chisel away at the rock, the whole rock, to find the diamonds. You understand? It's just like the story of Jesus. It's just like, why was the child of the Most High God, the Son of God, born in a cave? Think about it. It don't even make no sense. You would think he would be born in some type of emerald tablet palace in the heavens on the clouds or something. But Jesus was born in a manger, like in a cave. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's what I've been thinking about lately. Like, what if the chosen ones could go all the way back to school and start all over? All right. Because most people who don't have privilege, and I mean like privilege as in like just have the basic things that a child needs growing up in life. Like, most of us grew up like that. We didn't have the basic stuff that the average person probably had because of income or something like that. Maybe because of shortcomings in your family or whatever the case may be. But it's like you never had a chance to begin with. You never had a chance. And even if you did have a chance, then by the grace of God, you accomplished what you have accomplished just enough to get you just this far. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't the greatest person in the world, nothing like that yet. But I know for a fact that if you take what you know now and start back over from middle school to high school to college, you probably have the potential to win a Nobel Peace Prize award by now. You will probably, and ain't nobody won a Nobel Peace Prize lately, you know, because ain't nobody thinking no more. But I'm just saying, like, if you took your awakeness and you was starting back over, man, you could be a professor at a college right now. Just think, if you wasn't born inside of, encased in a rock, right? You wasn't encased in a rock. You know what I mean? You was like all the other rocks. You was just outside. You was just sedimentary, just igneous rock, just in the driveway of your grandma parking lot. You can see the sun and everything. You know what I'm saying? You just, but see, God put his most precious people in the most hardest situations. You probably got all the gifts and the talents in the whole entire world, man. You know, you probably might be the most understanding person ever in your whole community. You know what I mean? You probably got the mindset of being a captain, a pilot. Have you ever got off airplanes, man? And you know, if you're a true chosen one, then you nosy. You be looking at all the details and be wondering why this happened, be curious about everything on the plane and what this person is like that you sitting beside. I wonder why the flight attendant picked this job. I wonder why I'm riding on this airline. You know, when you awaken one, you start thinking about all the things that could go wrong. Ah, man, I'm already thinking about what I'm gonna wear when I go meet God if this plane crashed in the ocean, man. You be on the plane just like, please land, I got anxiety, let me stop. Anybody got a banana, a cracker, or a pretzel, or something? I gotta use the bathroom, I don't gotta use the bathroom, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get off the plane, you know you always looked at the pilots like, man, I wish I could do this all over again, because if I could, I probably could come back and have the same type of job as you. How many of y'all out there really like to ride airplanes, or do you ever wanted to be a pilot? You know what I mean? Like, did you ever wanted to be a fighter jet pilot or something? Like, let me put it like this. Did you ever wanted to be an astronaut just to go up there and see if what they talking about is 100% real? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you was a chosen one and you was awakened, man, if you went back through school, you did all this stuff back over, man, you would probably have made the dean's list. Literally. You know what I mean? You will probably be the valedictorian. You know what I mean? Really. You probably would have signed up and been an Alpha Kappa, Alpha Psi Delta. Really, you probably would have. If you had the amount of intelligence that you had now and took it and went back through school, man, if you was bad at math, man, you'll probably be able to look at math for what it is now. Like, I know why that student that made all the straight A's in my class back when I didn't want to be in this class. I know why they made straight A's. You know what I mean? It's because they were the rock. They were the igneous rock that was in your grandmother's parking lot, who just had just a little bit more edge more edge for them available than you did. And the only reason why, in a worldly sense, you didn't succeed the way at the rate that you wanted to. First of all, you didn't even know there was a rate to succeed, but you didn't succeed at a rate that you wanted to. It was because God was saving you for his purposes. You did not have access to it yet. You didn't have access to your potential yet. You was frustrated in school. You was almost paralyzed in school. You was numb to school. You know what I mean? You didn't like going to school because you was just too smart. You didn't even understand why you was going to school. You didn't understand why you even had to go to college, because you could have did something already before you even went off to college. That's why you was having the long arguments with your parents. That's why you was just, you was like, man, I don't even know how to make friends in college. That's if you went to college. That's why you was always the one that was sat back watching everybody else in class. It's because God was putting you in last, all to put you in first today. God saved his best. God saved his best. God saved his best for the future. If you would have did everything that he wanted you to do growing up, you would have done it already. And I can guarantee you, if you would have done it, you probably would not be happy like most of the people you see that's not happy with their lives right now, doing what they thought was right the whole time was going to be some type of pathway or stairway to the heavenly pearly gates of their own potential. All to find out that was a lie. The true way to go is following God. And honestly, me personally, I thank my parents and my family and my grandma. I thank people like that for raising me up in the church. I really do. I don't know where I would be without God. You know what I mean? I don't know where I would be, bro. I think that, boy, I mean, that just makes it what it is. Like, you better be darn happy, man, if you had people around you that raised you on the Lord, on God, on Jesus, his name, you know. And the truth of the reality, man, is, listen, I know we all grow, you know, we all sin. Don't get me wrong. We all turn from God from time to time because we just not perfect people. I mean, if that was the case, what would be the point of living? I guess it's a big test, right? You know what I mean? God's trying to make us thick paper towel. He's trying to turn us into the quilted northern. You know what I'm saying? We so used to the dollar store fabric because it's cheap. It only got 3 sheets on it and it be gone in 3 flushes. But see, God want to turn us into cotton nail. The $34.99 pack. You see what I'm saying? So he had to put us way in the back. God put your dreams on hold, and he still got them on hold because he's saving you. You ever, come on, man. Come on, man. You ever had that? You remember we used to go trick-or-treating for Halloween if you went, if you celebrated it at the time? I know I did. Man, I would always take out my good candies and put it to the side from all the candies I don't like. I would have my stuff in an assortment on my dresser before I go to school tomorrow. You feel me? I got my gummy bears over here, man, all my Jolly Ranchers and stuff over there. I put all the black jelly beans over here, all the Tootsie Rolls and all the church candy over here. I put the bubble gum and stuff right here, the Bubblicious and the wintergreens. I put that right there. You know what I'm saying? I had it sorted out, ready to go. But I always wanted to put my best stuff last. I would eat that last. Why you think they serve dessert and sweet stuff and stuff that's enrichment to the soul and makes you happy all over again? Why you think they put that last after you eat your dinner with your date when you go out with the family? Why you think they give you dessert last? Because they save you the best stuff for last. Why you think that when you went to the bakery with your grandma or your grandpa or whoever was raising you and you seen that big old loaf of bread up there in the glass and you'd be like, you know, y'all been eating on cheap bread for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was eating on Peter's bread. You know what I mean? The cheap bread, the bread that as soon as you pick the sandwich up, it breaks. You got to glue the bread back together on the sandwich with some mayonnaise or something like that. You see, y'all grow. But when you went into the bakery with one of your relatives and you seen that big loaf of bread up there, you be want to touch it and grab it. See, but you was too short. You be like, Grandma, get that bread. Put your head down, boy. Act like you got some sense in here. See, that's how you was raised. You feel me? But see, that's what God do too. God saved his best for last. That's why he had you on mute. That's why he had you in silent mode. That's why God had you in moon mode. You couldn't hear nothing. You was in moon mode. God had your ringer turned off. God had your mind a little bit slowed down. You feel me? God had your swagger a little bit jacked up. See, he did all that because, see, he wanted to say he was already with you from the beginning anyway. He already was inside of you. That's why when you was going through school and stuff like that, that's why you could feel different. Like you could just, man, you seen all the people playing instruments in the band. You knew you could play every instrument. But see, he just didn't activate it inside of you yet. Because he was saving you for today. He was saving his best for the last. You see what I'm saying? All them people went before you, they shine. They got degrees. They went off to the sunset. They got families and husbands and hubbies and wifeys and got little lassies and dogs and stuff like that. And got a little house out there and a little house on the prairie in Kentucky and stuff like that. You feel me? But that ain't the life he got for you though. See, God wanted you to walk with him the whole time. It may not be what you want. God may not come when you want, but he what? Somebody comment below. He always on time. I'd rather live that life knowing that somebody got my back versus just going out there in the wilderness and just not even knowing what I got myself into. I'd rather go through the lessons and the hardships and the downfalls and come out stronger at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And be grateful for what God has given me than get it just because somebody told me to get it, you know what I mean? Just because a slave master told me to go out there and pick that cotton. I would rather just know I picked it for myself versus me going out there and somebody telling me to go pick it. You understand what I'm saying? And see, that's why God saved you, because if you would have went through the path that they wanted you to go through, then you wouldn't love the way you love now. You feel me? You wouldn't be as bright as you are now. You know, see, now your light shines bright. You're not just a bright mind that got credentials to go along with it. You a bright spirit. You a bright soul. You got a bright energy. You feel me? And then here's the thing about it. You don't even need all the credentials. You don't even need all the lessons and the things that people had to do to bust their butt to get there. You don't even need. And that's why they hate you. They know. See, they know who you are. That's why they don't like you. That's why they despise you, because they be looking at you and they be like, how is it that they still smiling if they going through so much? How is it that they in a bad situation? And I know you still going through your struggle. How is it that they still get up every single day and give it all they got? How is it that they still living? If it was for me, I would have been broke down. That's why they don't like you. How is it that you continuously keep healing yourself after I done tried to break you down? How does she do it? How does she take care of them kids and still chase her goals and her dreams? I thought she would have gave up by now. That's why they don't like you, because of him. And if they don't like him, they don't like you, okay? And if they don't like you, then they don't like him. See, you was the big experiment from the very beginning. You was the test from the very, very jump. And see, now you blessed at the very, very end. You see what I'm saying? Now you blessed at the very, very end, because God saved his best for last. All right. The last shall come first. And everybody who went before you and got in front of you before you, guess where they going? Hush that fuzz. You feel me? That's where they going. And you didn't even plan on this. You didn't even plan. If you didn't even write the blueprint to your life, but who did? God did, because he what? He chose you. He chose you. Now, I can go all day long with this little episode right here about how God saved his best one for last. And if you could go back to college and high school and stuff, where would you be now? You'd probably be at MIT. Yeah, you could have went to MIT, the school that they say all the smart people go at and stuff like that. The school that we never got a chance to go to because financial situations, because God had us on hold and put us in layaway. You know what I mean? Because God didn't want nobody to scoop us up because he loved us so much. Okay, you could have went across the street from MIT and went to Harvard. It's almost having Harvard colors. It is Harvard colors, I will say. I went to Harvard. I remember it was about, I think it's 5 or 6, more than that, about 10 years ago. Somebody in my life had a friend of somebody that stayed close to Harvard. And I was so infatuated by that. I was like, yo, let's go visit your friend. Because my whole thing was to get up there. I want to go walk around the campuses because I know that you could walk around school campuses and stuff, even though you weren't supposed to if you wasn't a student there. Because I used to do it all the time when I stayed in Atlanta and I used to go to Georgia Tech. Before I get into that story about Harvard, I went to Atlanta, school in Atlanta, right? But I would always go walk around Georgia Tech campus with my book bag on. Like, I go there, bro, because I was always thinking, like, I had enough common. I had enough common sense to know that my little art school I went to was not on the educational level as Georgia Tech. You feel me? Georgia Tech was like, Georgia Tech. You know, when you say the big Ivy League names to your family and your friends, they be like, you Georgia Tech? Hey, nice to meet you. Oh, this is Kathy. This is Samantha. Say, hey, he goes to Georgia Tech. And you just, I always wanted that, and I would sit at Georgia Tech campus and just eat, some food and just look at the students walking around like, man, they blessed, man. You know, I used to think like, and I had to be back at school at the end of the day for my last class at my college. And I just be like, yo, hey, man, these kids, they smiling. I used to wonder, like, they happy, man. Like, because back in my college, little art school, man, we had gangsters in there trying to be rappers, thugs, models. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. People playing rap music outside in the park. Like, we just had what we had at art school. You know what I'm saying? But at Georgia Tech, it was like something out of a movie. And I used to always go there. And like I said, when I got a chance to get a little bit older and out of school, my friend had a friend that stayed near Harvard. And I was so infatuated by the fact that she stayed near Harvard. I told my friend, I said, let's go up there. Because I wanted to walk around that college. And I did the same thing at that college at Harvard that I did at Georgia Tech. I told my friend I'll holler at them later. I walked around on the campus. I went in restaurants with the Harvard students, and I was one of them. I still got the thoughts in my system today. Look at my colors on. And I was just infatuated, like, I'm a student, bro. I'm a student here, bro. Like, this how I was doing it, y'all. I was like, I'm a student here, bro. I felt like I was at home, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, these my people, bro. These people walking around, these must got books in their hand. They learning about life. Like, they learning about life, bro. That was God to me. Like, bro, if I had that opportunity, bro, I would go into them freaking libraries and find out how political science works. You feel me? I would have, like, you know what I'm saying? But I probably would have been selling the books from Harvard to the local bookstore to make some money off of them. I ain't gonna lie. The devil is a lie. But nah, real talk though, man. I don't know what your college was like, man. Speak, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below and what it was like for you going to school, and you know, just speak lightly, okay? Don't leave no whole 1, 2, 3 pages, ladies. Come on now. Ain't nobody got time to read all that. You know, us guys, we kind of slow, all right? But anyway, comment below, man, and let me know what you think about this video, man. It's your big brother Trend. Give me a thumbs up, man. Happy Saturday, y'all. Oh, look, y'all, at the very bottom, man, I keep telling y'all, click the link where it say Books of Wisdom, okay? The first link. When you go inside that, you need to download every book in that freaking PDF, bro. It's stuff in there about if you want to feel a certain type of way, right? Like, say you want to be happy, or say you want to feel excited or something like that. It's a book in there on frequencies telling you what frequency creates that feeling, and you could go use that frequency or listen to it in some headphones, and you will become that feeling because you own that frequency. Anyway, I ain't gonna tell you too much more. Go to the bottom, get them books, all of them, all the PDFs. Other than that, man, you need to talk to me. You need to book a session. It's your big bro Trend. I'll see y'all again later today, I guess. Peace.